Lindsay Clancy, a former labor and delivery nurse from Duxbury, Massachusetts, is charged with murdering her 3 young children, Cora, Dawson, and Callan, in January 2023. Prosecutors allege the killings were deliberate and calculated. Her defense acknowledges that she caused the children's deaths, but argues that she was suffering from postpartum psychosis and was not criminally responsible. The central question is, was this intentional murder or a catastrophic break from reality? Lindsay Clancy has pleaded not guilty and is presumed innocent unless proven guilty.
Good afternoon. Clerk.
Good afternoon. Do you solemnly swear that
I do.
have a seat?
Watch the stop, please.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Trees Sprague, please.
Thank you. Good afternoon. Can you please state and spell your name for the record?
Good afternoon. My name is John Santos, John-Santos.
Where do you work?
The Massachusetts State Police.
And what department are you currently in?
I'm assigned to the Division of Investigative Services.
And back in January of 2023, what was your assignment?
I was assigned to the State Police Detective Unit in Plymouth County.
And were you, specifically on January 24th, 2023, were you part of a search warrant team at 47 Summer Street in Duxbury?
Yes, I was.
And what was your role in terms of where you were assigned to search within the home?
I searched multiple locations to include the basement, the kitchen area, and then the master bedroom on the second floor.
Okay. And specifically directing your attention to the kitchen area, did you search a cabinet in the kitchen above and to the right of the stove?
Yes, I did.
Showing you a photograph. Is this a clear and accurate depiction of the items you found in that cabinet on January 24th, 2023?
Yes, it is.
You could have this photo marked as exhibit.
That may be admitted. May be admitted.
Showing you exhibit 145 on the screen here. Focusing your attention on the top shelf, there were several notebooks and books that were seized. Is that correct?
Yes.
Were those taken out of the cabinet and cataloged by the state police?
Yes, they were.
Show you 5 items. Just look through these and let me know if these were the items that were taken.
We'll stipulate that those are the items that were in her kitchen.
Okay.
If I could have these marked as the next 5 exhibits, please.
Do you want that 5 separate, 5A through?
5 separate.
Okay. All right, thank you.
And sir, showing you what's been marked 146. So does it appear to be discharge paperwork from McLean Hospital for Lindsay Clancy?
Yes.
And this discharge paperwork on the 3rd page included a list of medications. Is that correct?
Yes.
So we have lorazepam 1 milligram, melatonin 5 milligrams, and trazodone 50 milligrams, correct?
Correct.
Along with description of when she used to take those medications, correct?
Correct.
There's also instructions on the 6th page in about resources for therapy and community services, correct?
Correct.
And then exhibit 147 is a notebook. Inside it had postpartum depression and anxiety patient information sheet, correct?
Correct.
And then a detailing of different medications and the amounts taken and the dates they were taken, correct?
Yes, correct.
Then there was the book, Good Moms Have Scary Thoughts, item 148, correct?
Correct.
And then 149, a postpartum, pregnancy and postpartum anxiety workbook, correct?
Correct.
And nothing is filled out in this workbook, correct?
Correct.
And then finally, exhibit 150, a notebook labeled Callan Patrick Clancy, correct?
Correct.
And inside this were messages back and forth between Lindsay Clancy and the nanny, correct?
Correct.
Now, you mentioned that you searched several rooms in the home, correct?
Yes, correct.
How do you divide that up? How is it decided who's going to search where when you're doing a search like this in a home?
It's somewhat fluid. We try not to send too many people in one room at a time because we end up tripping over each other to a certain extent. So usually it's kind of as we go along because we don't have an idea of what the layout of the house is before we get there, so it's difficult to plan that. So the supervisors who are overseeing the search will direct different troopers or investigators to search different rooms.
And so you said you searched the kitchen area, correct?
Yes.
Were you present when prescription medication was found in the kitchen, or had you already moved on?
I don't recall the medication being found while I was there.
And when you search a room, are you the only one searching, or are there other team members searching different parts of the room, kind of a divide and conquer?
Exactly, that's how it is. We divide and search different sections of the room.
Okay. And you said you went to the basement area. Do you remember what side of the basement you searched?
I was in the office portion of the basement.
Okay. And had anyone already been in that room, or were you the first to go in, or did you know?
I believe somebody had already been in that room when I made my way down there. I don't recall who was in there, but I don't think I was the first person to make my way in that room.
And you didn't collect anything in that room, correct?
I did collect some items
okay.
in the office, yes.
What items did you collect in the office?
There was, I believe, 2 laptop computers and a external hard drive.
And so you collected those items from the office. And when you do a search warrant, is there one trooper assigned to keep track of everything that's found, where it's found, who found it?
Yes, there is.
Okay. And so do you recall who that person was in this case?
I don't recall, no.
But when you do find something, is it you bring it to that person and they kind of log it and then you move on and keep looking for other things?
Normally the evidence officer would come down, we assign them and label them the evidence officer for each search warrant. They would come down to the area where the item was being recovered from, and we'd also have crime scene services photo the item in place as well before it was collected. So the evidence officer would come to us.
Okay, so for example, with the laptops, photos would be taken of them in the office, and then they would be logged, and then they'd be taken out of the office.
Exactly.
And is that what happened with the books and the notebooks that we discussed earlier?
Yes.
And you said that you then went up at some point to the main bedroom, the master bedroom?
Yes.
And what did you do inside the master bedroom?
I assisted with searching the master bedroom. I don't believe I recovered anything within there.
Do you recall ever looking in the nightstand drawer or anywhere near the nightstand by the open window?
I don't believe I did, no.
Okay. And is there any reason why you wouldn't have gone into that drawer or looked in that drawer?
Somebody else was probably already searching that area, would be my guess.
What area did you search in the bedroom?
I believe there was a closet. When you walk into the bedroom, I believe there was like a closet area to the left. I was in that area. And then I made my way at some point, to the left side of the bed as well.
And did you find anything in the bedroom of note?
No.
Now, when you're doing a search warrant, right when an investigation happens, how do you know what to look for?
Well, it depends on what you're investigating. This case specifically, we knew the facts what we knew at that time. So, I mean, when I noticed those notebooks in the cabinet, certainly I thought that information was pertinent to this investigation based on what we knew. But every investigation is a little bit different. The facts are different. So, yeah. I mean, clearly you want to look for items that relate to the suspect, victims, or any associates of them, and it might relate to the incident that's being investigated.
When the search was being done in the home at 47 Summer Street that night, did officers already know that Miss Clancy had crushed up pills and taken them with lemonade?
No.
Okay. Had you learned from Patrick Clancy, the husband, that Miss Clancy had been prescribed some medication?
I did, yes.
Okay. And were you aware at some point that medication was found in the kitchen?
Yes.
I have nothing further. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Reddington?
Who found the medication in the kitchen?
I don't recall, sir.
It certainly wasn't somebody randomly off the street. It was a cop, right?
Yeah, a police officer or
Hey,
investigator,
police.
sir, yes.
And-
Well, we had some local officers there with us as well.
Yeah. So it was law enforcement that found the pill bottles in the kitchen, right?
I believe so.
And seized them. Is that correct?
Correct.
And documented that they had seized them in the kitchen, feeling someone, whoever it was, that it was relevant material to this investigation, right?
Correct.
And the books that we've just gone through, someone felt that a notebook captioned Callan, Patrick, Clancy would be relevant material to this investigation, right?
Correct.
Right?
Yes.
Along with the pregnancy and postpartum anxiety workbook, right?
Correct.
Along with the good moms have scary thoughts, right?
Yes.
Along with the documents pertinent to the McLean Hospital where she had been discharged from, right?
Yes.
Along with another notebook that had postpartum depression and anxiety, correct?
Yes.
There were also other documents that were, items, I should say, that were seized in the house that have already been introduced for the record. Exhibit 81, and looks like a diary. Exhibit 83, I slept well last night, things of that nature. That was seized as well, right?
I believe so, yes.
Okay. Do you know why all these were seized?
Why the books that I seized were seized?
No. Your investigation. Are you a lieutenant, a sergeant?
I'm a captain, sir.
Captain.
Yes, sir.
And back then, what was it? You were a captain?
I was a lieutenant at that time.
You were the ranking officer in the search?
No, there was also a detective lieutenant assigned unit commander at that time.
So, but you're up there enough and you knew from the investigation what was relevant and material in the investigation, right?
Yes.
And obviously you or somebody else working with you determined that all of these items, the pills that were seized, the books that were seized from the kitchen, et cetera, were relevant and material, correct?
Yes.
Do you know who searched the bedroom? I know you said you were in there. Did you search the bedroom?
I was part of the team that searched the bedroom. There were a number of other officers that searched the bedroom as well. I believe in the report, it documents who seized what from the bedroom.
Okay.
So I don't know off the top of my head who that was, sir, but I know it's clearly labeled in the report.
Okay. Do you have the report?
I do not know.
Do you recall how many law officers were actually involved in that little bedroom searching?
I would have to guess approximately 5.
5? And as counsel asked, when somebody discovered something that appeared to be relevant to material, they would log it in. Somebody that would kind of be the record keeper would log it in, correct?
Yes.
Is there any, one of the things that you would also, you yourself, I believe, seize would be the laptop computers that were downstairs in the office, right?
Yes.
And you seized also, collectively you, I mean you or the other 5 people, seized the cell phone that was on the bed.
Yes, I believe there was a cell phone seized from the bedroom.
So it made sense as an investigator that electronic media and things of that nature would be important, correct?
Yes.
Was there an Apple Watch involved in this investigation, if you know?
I believe there was an Apple Watch recovered after the fact. We didn't recover at the search warrant, if I recall correctly.
Do you know when it was recovered?
I don't know exactly off the top of my head, no,
The
sir.
Apple Watch that I recovered with Pat Clancy?
I believe so, sir. Yeah, I believe there was a watch that was turned into us after the fact that wasn't recovered during the search warrant.
So looking at this drawer, do you recall that next to the bed or in the bedroom there was a nightstand and there was a drawer? And inside the drawer were a bunch of pill bottles, an Apple Watch, sleeping aids, things of that nature?
I didn't search that drawer, sir.
Okay. I don't mean to embarrass you, I'm just asking.
Yeah.
Do you know why nobody bothered to search that drawer?
I don't know that it wasn't searched. I just know that I didn't search it, sir. So it may have been searched, and maybe whoever searched it didn't feel that that information was pertinent to seize. I can't speak for them, but I can tell you that I didn't search that drawer.
Okay. That's all I have.
Redirect.
No, Your Honor.
All right, thank you, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.